you're saying you can't serve us because of why?
I can't smell you. I can't serve you because I smelled it when.
Do you smoke?
You came into the
Do you smoke? Do you smoke? I don't smoke.
I can only go off of.
You're going off of what? You're going off of what? You're going off of what's your name? What's your name?
My name
Tell me your name.
And I'm the general manager.
And you're discriminating.
I'm not. I'm making
We do
a
not
judgment
smoke.
call based
No
on
one
my
here smokes.
TABC license.
So now you can't serve us because we smell like smoke?
I'm coming to you
Yeah,
calmly
okay.
and telling you that I can't serve because I can smell marijuana and I won't be serving in another alcoholic beverage. Yes.
Okay.
What is this discount?
Another day, another racial profiling. I never knew that black people were the only demographic that smoked weed. That's news to me. Watch this video.
Don't smoke.
I'm just telling
So you're saying you can't serve us because of why?
I can't smell you. I can't serve you because I smelled it when.
Do you
we
smoke?
Came into the.
Do you smoke? Do you smoke? I don't smoke.
I can only go off of.
You're going off of what?
observation.
You're going off of what? You're going off of what's your name?
Unfortunately, I can't serve.
What's your name?
My name's
Tell me your name.
Danielle, and I'm the general
And
manager.
you're discriminating.
I'm not. I'm making
We do
a
not
judgment
smoke.
call based
No one
on
here
my
smokes.
TABC license.
So now you can't serve us because we smell like smoke?
I'm coming to you
Yeah,
calmly
okay.
and telling you that I can't serve because I can smell marijuana and I won't be serving in another alcoholic beverage.
A group of black people decided to try out Maroma, which is a Mexican cuisine out of Dallas, Texas. Wherein which they were approached by the general manager, who told them that she would not be serving them any more alcoholic beverages because, according to her, they smelled like weed. Now, in the video, you can clearly see that the customers in the restaurant are predominantly white, and this appears to be the only group of black people. So it seems to me as though they were targeted. My question is, if they weren't being racially profiled, why didn't Miss General Manager approach any of the white tables, telling them that they smelled like weed? Especially when you consider the fact that nobody at their table looked visibly impaired whatsoever. Nobody was slurring words. Nobody's eyes were low. I mean, nothing. They looked sober as all get out to me. But for some reason, they were still targeted and told that them in particular had to be the table that smelled like weed paraphernalia. I wonder why. Now, Ms. Mann stated that she held a TABC license out of Texas, which prohibited her from being able to serve them whatsoever because they were impaired. So let's run a quick Google search, shall we? So, under Texas law, the Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission strictly prohibits selling, serving, or delivering alcohol to an obviously intoxicated person, which we did not see in that video. I didn't see either one of those four individuals appearing to be under the influence. Let's read the rest of this. Texas defines obvious intoxication as a state where a person's mental or physical faculties are noticeably impaired. Again, didn't see it. Physical signs: slurred speech, everybody appeared to be speaking quite well to me. Unsteady walking or swaying. Bloodshot or glassy eyes, didn't see it. Loss of balance or a strong odor of alcohol, or in this case, a strong odor of marijuana. All I know is play stupid games and win stupid prizes. Maroma will never have to worry about me spending my black dollars in their establishment when I'm down in Dallas, Texas. If you want to racially profile my money as well.
Okay, let's get into a quick story time about how I was racially profiled at a Michelin star restaurant here in Dallas, Texas. And I want to start by saying I understand how I handled the situation was inappropriate. I was coming from a place of anger, I was hurt, and truly what I was being accused of is so far from the truth, and I bear receipts. I know these are unofficial. Now that I've decided to seek legal counsel based off of this statement today, I am going to go get an official drug test. With that being said, I do want to notate that Maroma is owned by Big Deal Hospitality, which also owns Casa Brasa. And I have had some conversations with former Casa Brasa employees who also state that, in fact, this establishment does discriminate and racially profile Black people. Now, let's get into it. So immediately upon coming into the restaurant, we were told that we could be seated, but we could not stay long due to existing reservations. And we're like, okay, that's fine. Like, we already had dinner. We're just here for a few drinks. So as soon as I walked into the restaurant, I asked where the restroom was. They showed me it was in the back right corner. So when you get back there, there's a single male stall on the left and a single woman's stall on the right. The woman's stall is occupied. So I'm sitting there for a few minutes and then I decide I'm just going to use the male stall because it's open. So I use the restroom and go back to the table and everything is pretty normal. So about 15 minutes after I used the restroom, we were approached by Danielle, the general manager, and she informs us that there had been complaints because the woman's bathroom reeked of marijuana. And based off her observation, she was no longer able to serve us alcohol. And I had been the only one that had went to the restroom. And if you guys remember correctly, I didn't use the woman's stall. It's really sad that I'm taking a drug test to prove that just because I'm black does not mean that I smoke weed. And just because I'm reactive to racial profiling does not mean that I'm guilty. But with that being said, let's look at the oral swab. So as you can see, negative is double, positive single. This was the first one that we did. She's negative. Okay, I'm doing this. This one I just did it. She's still reading, but she's negative. And if y'all want to see this one again, I don't want to show I really don't want to put. But again, negative is going to be the double line. And what do we have? Oh, okay. So this comment actually sums up exactly what I need to say. The original accusation was that one of us were smoking in the bathroom. I was the only one that went to the bathroom, which is why I picked up the phone, which is why I was angry, which is why I reposted and recorded it. And then it's like, oh, what? I'm like, what observation? Oh, well, I smell it. And what makes you think it's coming from us? But, I'm not going to continue to entertain this. You guys can continue to fight each other online and be upset. But racism still exists.
A viral video out of Dallas, Texas has the internet absolutely losing its mind, and it's exposed massive growing battleground in the service industry right now. The marijuana smell test. A group of black creators went out to the Maroma, the upscale Costa Mexican spot in Dallas, but before they can even get properly situated, the general manager stepped up and completely cut off their alcohol service. The reason, the manager claimed they smell like weed. So, in the viral footage, you can see the group is completely blindsided. They immediately start recording, asking every single person at the table, do you smoke? Everyone say no. So they felt public humiliated, racial profile and targeted. But the guy took the flip side because the restaurant is digging its heels in Maroma. Put out the statement denying any racial bias. They claim multiple staff members noticed the smell near the restroom, and the other customer actually asked to move the table because the odor was so heavy. Plus, under the Texas TABC laws, bartender and the manager can face a massive fines or lose their liquor license if they serve someone who might be under the influence. Now look at the bigger picture here. This isn't one-off incident. We are seeing a massive trend of restaurants using the smell test to deny service. And we saw a federal lawsuit drop against Houston restaurant in Memphis over the exactly the same issue. We saw the protest outside the Pancake House in Wisconsin that literally put up the sign saying no weed smell allowed. So the real issue is here. You can prove smell on camera. It's created this massive gray area where the manager suspicion crushes directly with the consumer right. It's a legitimate surfeit and business policy, or it's become convenient loophole for the discrimination and the profiling. So before we continue, I want to give credit to all original creators of TikTok clips used in this video. All clips belong to their respective creators and are here for commentary, news report and education purpose only.
We don't smoke.
I'm just
So
telling
you're
you.
saying you can't serve us because of why?
Bro, when Shorty like panned the camera around to everybody, I can tell none of them niggas smoke weed. You see my eyes? You see my eyes? This is them open. They're red. Red as a bitch. Nigga, them motherfuckers' eyes was paper towel white, bro. They eyes was white as hell. Not low, no nothing. How can you tell that them, how you gonna say that them people smoke weed? That was some of the dumbest shit. And that's why we need to really just stop fucking with other people's establishments and just stick to our own and stick to our own folks, because they want to stay acting like this. They want to keep doing shit like this. And this ain't even like only like, oh, it's only white people. No, it ain't just white folks. It's damn near every other minority group got a problem with us. Fuck y'all niggas if you got a problem with us.
We don't smoke.
I'm just
So
telling
you're
you.
saying you can't serve us because of why?
When did a restaurant general manager or any manager think that they have the right to not tell someone, like, oh, I'm so sorry because you smoke or you smell like marijuana, I can't serve you food? When did we become the police? When did we become detective to racially profile people of my, what? I can't serve you because I feel like you're smoking, and none of them smoke. They don't smoke. And even if they smoke, who gave you the right to tell them that, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't serve you? When did you become the damn police or the FBI? That's some racist nonsense. And that restaurant better fire her. She better go bye-bye, or you need to go and re-educate her. She needs to take general manager freaking classes, because that has nothing to do with serving food. Serving food is serving food. Serving alcohol is serving alcohol. That's your license. Your license is not about, oh, I serve, I gotta detect who's smoking marijuana, or I see people of color and I just assume that they're smoking marijuana and now I can serve you. What does that have to do with the food in a restaurant? What they do outside is their business. They don't smoke, but even if they did, who are you? Yeah, I think it's time for you guys to be very, you need to be reprimanded. You need to get fired, and that company needs to apologize to that family, because that is just beyond discrimination and pure racism. Because now you see a black person, all of a sudden we smoke. And you know who's selling it if they smoke? Oh, I'm so sorry. Make that make sense, okay? Be better. Fix this nonsense. One love.
I'm really glad that this restaurant is being called out in Dallas, Texas. Which, if you don't know, this is a restaurant called Maroma in Dallas, Texas, where a bunch of beautiful black women went there. And they were beautiful. They went there, and one went to the bathroom. I guess the girl's bathroom was not available. She went into the men's bathroom. Okay, fine. She went back to the table. And this lady, the manager, came up to them basically saying that they were smelling like weed and there were some other issues. And she asked them to leave. And they're like, wait, what the heck? We don't even smoke, blah, blah, blah. And so this girl went ahead. She even took a drug test after, showing that she doesn't even smoke weed. And turns out, like, this restaurant has a history of doing this. Not only does the restaurant have a history of doing this woman has a history of doing this, allegedly. Because people are coming out of the woodwork talking about this woman and their experiences, or just their experiences in this restaurant. And there's also been some racist stuff that happened in this restaurant. And this is just one way to just destroy your restaurant and your job. Like, it's already hard enough for restaurants to be successful. Why discriminate, especially when it's going to go on the internet and you're just going to get roasted? Your Yelp is like 2 stars right now. So Maroma, I hope you learned your lesson, stop behaving badly, and hopefully you stay in business.
This is in Dallas, Texas. This is the manager who told some customers at her restaurant, I think it's called the Maroma, she couldn't serve them because they smell like marijuana. The woman who was videotaping said, went around the table and said, do you smoke? Everybody said, no. But she said she emphatically smelled marijuana on them that was sitting at the table. And she could not serve them because they smell like marijuana.
serve you because I smelled it when
Do you smoke?
came into the
Do you smoke? Do you smoke? I don't smoke.
I can only go off of
You're going off of what?
observation.
You're going off of what? You're going off of what's your name? What's your name?
My name's
Tell me your name.
Danielle, and I'm the general
And you're discriminating.
I'm not. I'm
We
making
do not
a judgment
smoke.
call based
No one
on
here
my
smokes.
TABC license.
So now you can't serve us because we smell like smoke?
I'm coming to you
Yeah, okay.
and telling you that I can't serve because I can smell marijuana and I won't be serving another beverage. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, this most definitely seems like racial profiling. The fact that this manager smells marijuana and decides to pinpoint this table, investigate this table only, not the table in the front, not the table in the back, but this table only. The people at this table tell him there is no way it can be us, right? We don't even smoke. And then this manager hear it and still decide to stick to her guns, stay on her racial high horse, and actually investigate is crazy to me. You can't go off the assumption of smell. You can go off the assumption of visual. If they are visually impaired and intoxicated or acting funny, that is when you can make your judgment. But until then, investigate fully, not partially. Shame on you, and I hope your manager sees this and do something about it.
Y'all see that restaurant manager in Dallas, Texas being discriminating against this I guess this black group or whatever, and it was like a predominantly white tea restaurant. Everybody was, you know, clears in there and stuff like that right there. So she came over insinuating that they smell like smoke and they was gonna have to get out. They was like, oh, we're gonna have to excuse you because you smell like smoke or marijuana or whatever it was. I don't even know what she talking about, what type of smoke or whatever. And then the lady that was recording the video, she was just like, oh, do anybody smoke? Neither one of us smoke. You're doing this, you're trying to discriminate against us, you're being R, which I totally agree, because like, bitch, if nobody smells like smoke and it ain't coming from over here, you automatically assume it's coming from us because we're black, and everybody else in there was black tea. I ain't seen no other flavors in there. But my thing is, like, what the fuck is going on? My thing is, I'll shoot the drawers off their ass. No shade for emotional distress, bitch. You embarrassed the fuck out of me. Everybody over here looking. You sitting up here assuming things, and then I'm already eating. So what is you gonna compensate my meal? Even so, bitch, I'm not moving. Fuck. But anyway, what y'all think about this situation?
Watch this.
I'm just
So
telling
you're
you,
saying you can't serve us because of why?
I can't smell you. I can't serve you because I smelled it when
Do you
when
smoke?
you came into the
Do you smoke? Do you smoke? I don't smoke.
I can only go off of
You're going off of what?
observation.
You're going off of what? You're going off of what's your name?
Unfortunately, I can't serve.
What's your name?
My name's
Tell me your name.
Danielle, and I'm the general
And you're discriminating.
I'm not. I'm making
We do
a
not
judgment
smoke.
call based
No one
on
here
my
smokes.
TABC license.
So now you can't serve us because we smell like smoke?
I'm coming to you
Yeah, okay.
and telling you that I can't serve because I can smell marijuana and I won't be serving another alcohol.
So you, a general manager, think it's okay to racially profile customers because you smell smoke? Then you tell them that you're not discriminating, you're making a judgment call? Yeah, man, if you black in Dallas, Texas, please do not eat at Maroma.
We have breaking news. This is Danielle, and she is the general manager at Maroma's, located in Dallas, Texas. This black family went to Maroma's to get a bite, to get some chow, and they were removed and kicked out because Miss Danielle claimed that she could smell the marijuana, the devil's lettuce, upon this black family. Take a look.
We don't smoke.
I'm just
So
telling
you're
you,
saying you can't serve us because of why?
I can't smell you. I can't serve you because I smelled it when
Do you
when
smoke?
came into the
Do you smoke? Do you smoke? I don't smoke.
I can only go off of
You're going off of what?
observation.
You're going off of what? You're going off of what's your name? What's your name?
My name's
Tell me your name.
Danielle, and I'm the general
And you're discriminating.
I'm not. I'm making
We do
a
not
judgment
smoke.
call based
No
on
one here
my
smokes.
TABC license.
So now you can't serve us because we smell like smoke?
I'm coming to you
Yeah, okay.
and telling you that I can't serve because I can smell marijuana and I won't be serving another alcohol beverage. Yes.
Okay.
Now, this young lady and her family claim that none of them don't smoke the devil's lettuce. So here's what I suggest. I would go get her a drug test immediately. Post it on the interwebs for the world to see. Then I would get a lawyer
Set that GoFundMe up and have the entire community help you raise those funds. Once that's completed, I would sue the living shit out of Maromas in Dallas, Texas. And if I was everyone who was black, brown, and indifferent, even white people who stands against racial injustice, I would boycott the fuck out of Maromas in Dallas, Texas. Yes, they have a right to refuse service to anyone, but the people have a right to boycott and protest and never step foot in that fuck-ass restaurant ever again. I hope this young lady here and her peoples get the justice they deserve. Black people, brown people don't matter, don't deserve to be treated in any establishment that way based off the color of their skin.
Listen, I understand you said this wasn't 2023 and it was 5 hours ago. It doesn't matter whether it happened 5 hours ago, 1 minute ago, 5 seconds ago. It doesn't fucking matter. It's wrong. And I agree. That fucking person should be fired. Don't treat nobody like that. Somebody treats me like that in public, we're fighting or we're having a very heated argument. This is exactly why we don't go anywhere. Because I live by that model. Fuck around and find out. Okay, well listen, you can't always believe the fucking internet. I don't go to the internet for any of my shit. Like I said, I don't give a fuck what time it was. Either way, it was wrong. And coming from somebody that used to live in Texas, and I absolutely hate it there now, they were wrong for what they did either way. Because if it was me, y'all would have had the local news there. If someone denied me service over me smoking, would never be back and file a BBB complaint. I'm just all about the video going viral because I thought it was bullshit. Because if someone treats me like that in public, you're not gonna like me. So this guy's comment says, in fact, they'll be the ones getting sued for recording on private property. The restaurant has a right to refuse service to anyone. Yeah, but not for smelling like weed. Sorry. The whole fucking nation smokes now. Fuck, there's drinking and driving. There's 18-wheelers killing people. There's all kinds of shit killing people. Who that everyone wants to bring out a phone and talk about suing people or a bunch of pussies. I don't like dealing with courts or anything like that, so I'm not all about suing anybody. Exactly right. They have the right to refuse to anybody, but they did not do anything but smell like marijuana. Nothing wrong with it at all. Other than Texas having some fucked up laws, and exactly why I don't live in Texas, because you will fucking catch a case on that shit if you have it on you. But I don't think anything says you can't smell like it. And we live in a world where everybody wants to be a fucking Karen and doesn't want to stay out of their fucking business, including myself. Fuck, I do it all the time. I'm not saying I'm Karen, I just like to help people out. Just go out and have a normal fucking day without losing your fucking mind. And then you deal with people that you tell that you're a vet and they just won't leave you the fuck alone. When I tell you to leave or just get the fuck away from me, it's for your sake, not my sake.
So here, I want to know what you guys think about it. Drop your comment below. Did this manager completely cross the line and profile these creators, or was she just doing her job and protecting the restaurant's liquor license? Let's talk about it in the comment. If you want to stay ahead of the biggest story hitting your feet, do me a huge favor, smash that like button, hit the subscribe and turn on notification so you never miss a breakdown. Thanks for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will catch on new the next one. Peace.